Hello everyone, this is Amanda Ray coming to you with a video today, and what we're going to be discussing is self-sabotage. The reason why I wanted to discuss this is because a lot of people do this and they don't even know that it's actually happening, because we're dealing a lot of times with our self-conscious and our unconscious mind. And what we need to really focus on is when that's actually happening, and how to actually prevent that from happening and to get away from self-sabotaging. And for those that don't know, self-sabotage is when you pretty much are making decisions and making choices that's holding you back from the things that you want to be successful at, whether it's losing weight, smoking cigarettes, making additional money, working from home, whatever it may be. There's a lot of times that when we're getting to a certain point, we actually stop. And a lot of that is because of our unconscious mind and how we self-sabotage our own greatness within us. So what I want to talk to you today about is just how to pretty much prevent that and to realize when it's actually happening. So if you're driving in a vehicle, okay, and someone gave this example and it really makes sense. If you're going at 100 miles per hour, okay, if you put your foot on the brake, it's going to take longer for the car to actually stop because you're going at such a high speed, okay? But if you get in a car and you're going at 5 miles per hour, it's not going to take that long to stop. So what happens is when you get into a business organization and you want a home-based business, you need to start at full speed, which means not trying to figure out everything at once, but you need to have things aligned where you're constantly doing something. So that's that 100 miles per hour, okay? So if you have moments where you need to stop or take a break, it's not going to completely slow down because you started at such a high rate. Where if you come into a business and you're going 5 miles per hour, okay, and you decide to slow down and take a break, you completely stop. There's nothing left because you started out so slow. So what you need to do is you need to prepare yourself step by step, day by day, what you're going to do, and you need to look full speed ahead. You need to keep going and not stop, so that if you have those moments where you need to slow down, for example, something happened, a death in the family, or things of that nature, which is a part of life, things happen, you're not completely at a halt, you're not completely stopped, you just slow down. If you come in a business and you're going 5 miles per hour and something happens, you have nothing going. Your business is like over, like it no longer exists. So it's about knowing when you're self-sabotaging yourself, when you're not putting in enough effort in order to keep your business moving in the direction that you need it to go, and you're really changing that. Another great example, if you're on a horse, okay, and if you're on a horse, you tell it to go right, it's going to go right. If you tell it to go left, it's going to go left. Now, if you're on a horse and you tell it to go left, you tell it to go right, and it's thirsty or hungry, it's not going to follow your directions, because all it's looking for is thirst. All it's looking for is that next meal. Okay, in order to prevent that from happening, where when you tell a horse to go left and you tell a horse to go right, and it actually follows what you want it to do, it needs to not be thirsty, it needs to not be hungry, because if it's dying of thirst and hunger, all it's going to do is look for that. So I'm only giving you this example to let you know your unconscious mind is the horse, okay? And your conscious mind is you on the horse. You have to feed both in order to get into the direction that you need to go to be successful in your online business, to be successful at whatever it is, smoking cigarettes or losing weight. You have to feed your unconscious mind and your conscious mind at all times to keep them aligned, okay? So your conscious mind is the horse. You have to keep it fed. You have to keep it um, hydrated by giving it water. You have to do that, and you have to do that consistently. If you go a couple of days without eating, what happens? You can't think straight. You can't function the way that you would. So that's your unconscious mind. Always feed your unconscious mind in order to keep your conscious mind going, to keep yourself motivated, to keep yourself driven. And when you go into something, start full speed ahead. That means planning things, making sure that the things that you plan, you are executing those things, okay? Make sure that if something comes up and you can't get to it, you make a date to get to it, and you don't go long periods at a time without doing what you need to do within your business. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop giving yourself excuses for why you didn't succeed in the things that you want out of life. That's self-sabotaging. And a lot of us do it unconsciously. Okay. So stop really focusing on the reason why you're not doing well in your business, why you're not going in the direction that you need to go, and really focus on what you need to do, and stop allowing your unconscious mind to run your conscious mind, to run what it is that you want to do, and holding you back from succeeding in what you want to do. Okay. Execute, stay focused, and go full speed ahead, so that if you have a moment where you need to slow down, because life has a way of going not as planned all the time, right? Because things happen, you still have some momentum that you built to keep you ahead of the game, to keep you heading in the right direction. And that's what it's all about: staying focused, staying consistent, and keep moving ahead. So I just wanted to give you that information today. I hope you guys take this and really apply it and learn from it exactly what I'm talking about, and it helps you to do well and do better in your future. So thanks so much for watching my video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.